Hey there, I'm Rita Bearcat and welcome. If you are just joining for the first time, this is day 15, I believe, and 30 days of art challenges. There have been so many art challenges that I've been doing that I can't even keep track. So I send out 30 art challenges to my subscribers, and if you are interested, I will leave a link below so that you can get that in your inbox. Today I am working in my large art journal, which is about 8.5 by 11. This is the page that I have been working on. So I have a metallic background, and if you watched the video before this, you saw that I did that little insert, the little file folder, and you can see how that came about. And today I am working on adding these hands. So what I did was, because the metallic material is so, the metallic paint is so dark and vibrant, and of course this whole thing is full of texture, I did have to go and trace the hands. I drew it on a piece of paper first, and then I traced it onto my surface, and then I had to go with a marker because, with a Pitt pen, because the lines were so faint on all of that beautiful texture that's on there, that it was really hard to see. So what I'm doing right now is I'm starting with some gesso because I want to make sure that I don't have purple in the background of my flesh colored hands, and because there's just so much going on in the background that I want to make sure that those hands look really good and that the color looks really good. And whenever you're painting something and you want the color to be very true, putting a layer of white gesso underneath is a perfect way to do that, because it's going to give you the true color of the paint, which was really nice. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm adding some gesso. I'm trying to be careful of my lines because with that background, it's really easy to get lost of where you're going and what you're doing. So this is a drawing that I had done, just kind of feeling like, my hand is in God's hand, and I will trust him in whatever I am doing. And so that's kind of where the quote came from too, because the quote came from a song that I really love, and just reminding myself, to bring my heart into trust. So again, another expression, right, of what's going on inside being translated into an art piece. Now, if you don't draw, this is a really good technique, because you can copy something, download something, and I used tracing paper and a little bit of graphite paper underneath so that I can get those lines from my drawing to my page. And sometimes when there's just so much texture and so much going on, it's just easier to do it that way, because there was no way a pencil was going to get on top of this metallic paint in the background. So I'm drying that a little bit with my heat gun, because I want to make sure that gesso is completely dry underneath, and that's going to give me a nice coat, barrier between the old colors and the new colors that I'm getting ready to put on. And I don't want the gesso blending with my new colors. I just want that to be a base. So right now, it's off camera, but I'm mixing the paint. And whenever I do skin tones, I never just pick one color. I try to put several colors in so that I can get some shading at the same time. And I find that if you paint something all just one color, it just looks really flat. So right now I'm going in, trying to do darker areas in some and lighter areas in some. And so 2 different flesh. I usually use like a peach and a brown, and then I'll either add more brown or more peach depending on how light or dark I want the skin color to be. So whenever you're doing hands or anything like that, or body parts, try to think of where the light would naturally be lighter and where it would be darker. So in between the fingers, it would be a little bit darker. And so I just try to play with that a little bit. Even if you don't get it perfectly right, it still looks better than if you just painted one flat color. So when I start painting the other hand, instead of mixing up an entirely new batch, I just add a little bit more of the lighter color to it, just so that we could see a difference between the 2 hands. So this page is part of the art journal challenges. And I think that, it's been a really good thing because I'm creating every day. And so if this is something that you'd like to do and you'd like these art challenges, just go ahead and sign up on the link below. And I will send those to your inbox. I'm always trying to do something to inspire other people to be creative, to do something artsy. And the challenges could be really for anything because of the way that I have them written. It's It could be for a photographer, it could be for a journalist, it could be for somebody creating art or scrapbooking. I mean, really, you could take the challenges any which way you choose. So it's been really good for me. And I know a lot of my subscribers have been putting their beautiful artwork in our Facebook group, and it's been pretty amazing to see everything that they've done. I'm going in here with a darker brown just to get those details. I find that works better than, I think we automatically go to black for everything for lining, but we don't want to bring too much attention to the creases, but they need to be there so that it doesn't look so flat. And you probably can't tell in the video, but I mean, there is a lot of texture underneath. I did a lot of texture. So there are some really cool patterns underneath, and they actually, when you see it in person, you can see the little designs in the hands. So it looks kind of cool. Different, for sure. I'm going in and doing her nails because she got her nails done. And the metallic surface underneath too is also slick, so that also makes it hard for paint to stick to. So anytime if I went out a little bit, I had to add a little bit more gesso just to make sure that it was going to stick to the surface. So I hope that you like this video and you stick around to watch the other ones. You can hit that like button and you can even subscribe, and you will get these notifications if you turn that on. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out the link below, and I will see you in the next video.